Comfort kills. And on some level, we all know it. We know that many of our patterns of behavior reduce our quality of life, reduce our health span, and actually shorten our lives. Examples are drinking, it's pretty obvious, drugs, endless screens, way too much shopping, overworking, being largely sedentary, constant fighting. We know these behavioral patterns take a toll. But that's not the deepest cost. What we don't usually see or acknowledge is that these patterns don't just damage the physical body. What they also do is they take us out of life. They remove us from presence. They dull sensation. They blur awareness. They numb our capacity to feel. So life is no longer truly lived. It's really managed. It's walked through as if by a zombie. And because these patterns of behavior are often obvious, many people simply stop there. They focus only on what they do. So they may be aware, I drink probably too much. I'm addicted to my phone. That's a really bad one these days. I work all the time. I'm always in conflict. But the behavioral patterns, such as these, is simply the surface. Beneath these behaviors, we've mentioned them before, are the protective strategies. And this is where the real illusion, or perhaps I should say delusion, lives. Because we have really good stories about how our strategies keep us safe. We may say, I need to stay busy. Perhaps we say, I can't let my guard down. We say, I've been too hurt before. Or, this is just how I survive. In these and so many other ways, we tell ourselves that these protective strategies are intelligent, responsible, necessary. But let me be really very clear here. Protective strategies do not keep you alive. What they truly do is they kill you slowly. They don't destroy you dramatically. They erode you quietly, almost silently. They replace aliveness with control. They replace presence with vigilance. They replace joy with management. You stop meeting life with open arms, and you start bracing for life instead. And what happens then is that you don't inhabit your life, you defend against it. And over time, this defensive posture becomes normal. You call it maturity. You call it realism. You call it being grounded. But underneath, it's fear organizing your days. Fear controlling your life. Protection doesn't just limit risk. It limits love. It limits creativity. It limits intimacy. It limits who you allow yourself to become. So with the protective strategies, you may still function. You may still succeed in conventional terms from an outside perspective. You may still look fine, but you are no longer fully here. And a life that is not fully inhabited is a life which is slowly disappearing. This playlist is not here to shame you or to shame your behaviors or to tear down your protective strategies. This playlist is here to expose the cost. Because once you see clearly what comfort and staying in comfort has taken away from you, namely your freedom, your sovereignty, your joy, protection loses its innocence. And when protection loses its innocence, you can no longer pretend that it's keeping you safe. Don't fix it. Don't fix your protective strategies. Don't explain your protective strategies. See them. See them clearly and honestly. This is where the work begins. If you'd like to integrate this work, I've dropped a companion below this video for you to ground this teaching into your life.